Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ali Does Sports, bro. It's your boy Ali, aka the Chief. Uh, I have a different kind of video. This is a video that I didn't want to make. I didn't want to even think about making this. I didn't have this video idea in mind until yesterday's game, and yeah, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to unveil, and yeah, let's get into the video, bro. So the video is. I said the title of the video is Man City in Crisis. That's the title, as you guys can see from the thumbnail and stuff like that. So there are some things that I want to talk about. It's not just the Guardiola. It's not just the players. It's also the board, bro. It's Texi. Let's talk. Let's even start with him. In the last 2 years, the transfers that he was doing were absolutely horrible. Starting from Nunes, going back to what is it, Phillips and all of that, bro. It kind of shambles, bro. Those transfers were never needed. We didn't need them, bro. We did not need them. And if I understand if we were moving from one style to a different style, but we are just keeping the same style of play, and those players don't fit the style of play that we want to play. Nunes is more of a counter-attacking player, and even you can add that list. You can add Haaland to that list. Haaland is not a position type of striker. He wants to make those runs in behind, and it is good when it is good. We know that when he makes those runs, he scores goals, and is devastating when he makes those runs. And it suits him, bro. It suits him, but yesterday's game kind of pissed me off, but it put me to a level where I don't even want to talk about the game yesterday, bro. I was just sitting down thinking about, holy, how did we get here? How did this all happen and stuff like that? And my problem is that those, bro, sideways position. And I'm thinking, Pep, you picked a lineup that doesn't work. What's next to do? Who's advising Pep Guardiola to pick those players? Who's telling them to pick those players? I don't see none of them performing. I do not see any of them performing to the level that they were performing last year. And, sometimes you just got to put your ego aside and say, oh, this doesn't work. Especially when you saw we went 1-0 down and he made the substitutions at the 70th minute. This whole season, we've seen Pep Guardiola do the same thing over and over and over again, and his in-game management has to be questioned. We have to question his in-game management. You need a goal. You are a goal down. Why don't you be, proactive or whatever it's called, bro? Why don't you just react before everything else happened? Why did he not react before we considered the goal? Because we had 70% possession. All of a sudden, we are not scoring goals, and every single counter attack that they were taking or they were coming at us, every single attack, it looked like they were gonna score yesterday. It's not just yesterday's game. I'm just basing off that. This video, I'm just basing off that one game. We had 70% possession, and we know when it comes to counterattacks, we struggle with counterattacks. And how do you cover those grounds, or how do you minimize those counterattacks? Why did he not just play back three? Why is he forcing Rico Lewis to play in midfield over and over again? Just play back three. Play Nunes where you are supposed to play. Switch Nunes with Rico. Switch those two. Play back three. Make Nunes play as a defensive midfielder with Gundogan paired, and have a KDB, and then have somebody else in there to be able to minimize those counterattacks. And forget about the fullbacks. I don't know when was the last time we had an overlapping fullback, apart from Cancelo or even Mendy when he was here. Those overlapping fullbacks were helping the wingers to be able to beat their man. Now we have 3v1 against a winger. We had overlapping. KDB was doing all the overlapping on the right side. He was doing all that overlapping on the right side, helping Bernardo Silva, but nobody was helping Jeremy Doku. And I was watching the game. I'm seeing a space between the fullback and the center back. There's a space there. If somebody just looks back and make that shoulder thing and look back, they will know there's a space. You don't have to be in between those defenders. You just gotta be close to that to be able to make the fullback come back to mark you, bro. All they had to do was that to be able to free up Jeremy Doku with the Conceição 1v1. That's all they had to do. And Pep Guardiola was looking at this and made the first substitution at the 75th minute. Guess who brings on? He brought on Savino to do what? Let's be real here, but to do what? The problem is not just Pep. The problem is the players not performing to the levels that they're supposed to perform. And shout out to KDB. He's the only one who I thought was trying yesterday. He created the chance. He did everything, bro. The big chance that Haaland missed, he's the one who created. He was pulling the strings. He was the only one. And shout out to Gundogan too, even though he was slow. It looked like he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he never wanted to be there. Bro, looking at videos on YouTube and on Twitter, seeing all Ilkay Gundogan face expression or body language, oh my God, that broke my heart, bro. I'm like, yo, there's no way that you just came back and did this. I didn't understand why Barca was letting him go, but seeing that, bro, that man is physically gone, bro. He's physically nowhere to be seen. And Kyle Walker, and I've seen Manchester City post some things today, and you know, I feel bad. I feel bad for him, man. And there's no way that we should people should be going to somebody else's page and, you know, abusing him or, you know, doing any sort of racism, man. We don't condone that, man. We should stop, bro. This is football at the end of the day. We should just criticize him what he does on the pitch, and after he leaves that pitch, you leave him alone. You leave him alone. Let him live his life. Don't interfere. Don't interfere with somebody else's life. This is football at the end of the day. That's all I want to say about Kyle Walker. But you know, he didn't have great of games. He didn't have the best of games. But this whole season, he's been down. He's our captain, and you know, yeah, I don't want to talk about Kyle Walker right now, since he's down and, you know, people are, you know, abusing him online. I don't want to make it worse. You know what I'm saying? To talk bad about him, but I'm just saying he needs to improve, or he needs to be gone by next year or January. Yeah, we need. I just think that in January we need 7 signings, bro. 6 to 7 signings. It should be a whole new squad. A whole new squad. Defensive midfielder, right back. Even I would suggest a left back, even a center back, a central midfielder, and 2 wingers. That's 7 players. Left back, right back, central defender, CDM, CM. That's 5. 2 wingers. I just think that there are some players that needs to be gone. A lot of them need to be gone. Most of them are pushing 30. Some of them are past their 30, and some of them look like they're beat down, bro. You know what I'm saying? It looks like they're struggling in terms of playing week in, week out, and they need help. They need players that are going to be able to take those pressure off them. It's not just about relying on early Haaland to score goals. We need goals everywhere. We need goals from midfield, defenders, strikers. How is Kovacic our second top scorer? Think about that. How is Kovacic and Gvardiol our second top scorer, man, after Haaland? Think about it. Foden didn't score a goal this season. He hasn't scored a goal in the Premier League, let's say that. Gundogan didn't score. Who else didn't score? It's most of our players that we usually rely on don't score goals haven't scored a goal in the Premier League, and you know that's a problem for us, man. That's a huge problem, and I don't know where we are. I don't know how we are gonna solve the problem. We should come up with I don't know how will Pep Guardiola come up with solution. I don't see him coming up with solution because he has he trusts certain players, and those certain players are not performing. Those certain players are not performing. Those players are I don't know. I don't want to say scared, but there's something going on with them. And one thing that I wanted to add is that how did we go from teams being scared of us and now wanting to face us, and now every team wants to face us. Everyone, every single one of them. And I'll say this, bro, for the love of God, or for the love of football, for the love of the city of Manchester, and for the love of the people, please, please, please don't let us down on Sunday. Do not let us down. All I wanted to see is let's not lose to this 13 place team, bro. Let's not lose to them. Don't make it worse by losing to Manchester United, because we don't deserve to lose to this banter club. We don't deserve. And it should be our revenge. Looking at that Ruben Arman's face and showing him that, hey, you came to Manchester and we are beating you today, because we lost to him 4-0. Yeah. I'll leave it here, bro. It's your boy Ali, aka the Chief, and please like, comment, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and yeah, see you guys on Sunday or Friday for a preview. Bye.